The man stylishly threw away the last cigarette, then resolutely walked into the detox center. Unexpectedly, just sitting down, the administrator wanted to shave off his proud blonde hair. The man was very unwilling, asking why he had to shave his head. The administrator told him if he wanted to leave, he could anytime. The door was not closed. All newcomers here would be shaved bald. Even women are the same. This is also for their safety during withdrawal. There is a strict hierarchy here. Everyone is divided into 3 levels. Newcomers are called the lowest rank. Every day, they not only have to do the dirtiest and hardest work, but also can only humbly squat on the ground during meals. Even if withdrawal occurs, they can only hide alone in a corner with no one. If they can endure the hardest stage and do not give up, they can be promoted to intermediate. At this time, they no longer need to work forcibly every day. You can also participate in some physical training. The 3rd stage is advanced. Not only can you sit at the table to eat, but you can also go home to visit family every week. Jersey, with a 4-year history of drug use, is completely drained. He hasn't run a few steps before falling to the ground, bleeding. The administrator saw this and did not come to help, because every step here must rely on themselves. Even so, the man did not give up. Because his girlfriend is pregnant, he wants to be a good dad. Jersey originally had a good future. The table at home was filled with all kinds of medals. Unfortunately, his father is a drunkard. He not only commits domestic violence against his mother, but also says he will amount to nothing in his life. Over time, Jersey believed his father's words. Gradually falling, he became addicted to drugs. Not only does he hang out at clubs every day, but he also dragged his beautiful girlfriend down with him. However, his girlfriend's father is the police chief. The director violently beat Jersey and told him, "If you dare to harass my daughter again, I will skin you alive like a dog." Sometimes parents' obstruction makes children feel the greatness of love. Even if forced to stay at home, the girlfriend will sneak out to date Jersey. If Jersey gets caught, the girlfriend will find a way to rescue him. In the blink of an eye, 2 years passed. At this time, Jersey had become a shadow of a person. The girlfriend was not much better. She could not even feel pain when extinguishing cigarettes on her hand. One day, the girlfriend suddenly vomited heavily. When hearing the news that the girlfriend was pregnant, Jersey was overjoyed. He ran home to share the good news with his mother, but found his father was abusing his mother again. He planned to intervene, but ended up being beaten and bloodied. Jersey angrily smashed all the photos against the wall. "You ruined my life. You said I am unsuccessful. I believed it." The angry father directly threw the new bicycle for Jersey out of the building. When suturing the wound in the hospital, Jersey quietly sneaked into the medicine room while the doctor was not paying attention. He originally planned to steal some more medicine and leave. As a result, he was caught in the act by the returning doctor. Then he was locked in prison. Here, he not only suffers the pain of drug withdrawal, but also gets bullied by the prison bully. When he learned his girlfriend wanted to abort the child in her belly, Jersey planned to escape prison to stop it. He wrapped the broken fork in bread. After taking a deep breath, he resisted the urge to vomit and swallowed it. When he woke up in the hospital, he pushed the doctor aside and wanted to escape. Unexpectedly, as soon as he went out, he was caught by the director. After a beating, he was told to get lost. When Jersey mentioned his girlfriend's pregnancy, the director was immediately frozen on the spot. After a while, Jersey was released. He went to his girlfriend's house first. He happened to meet his girlfriend's father coming home from work. A thought arose in Jersey's mind. He wanted to quit drugs to gain his girlfriend's father's approval. But before he could start, his friend died from a drug overdose. The doctor told him, his friend was the 10th to die this year. "If you continue like this, you might be next." At the friend's funeral, besides the priest and staff, there were only a few club addicts. Just as the friend was buried, his girlfriend, who hadn't been seen for a long time, also came here. Jersey happily stroked his girlfriend's bulging belly, but was pushed into the grave pit by the director. The girlfriend also threw flowers into the pit and then left sadly. Watching his girlfriend move away, Jersey was determined to quit his drug addiction. His mother couldn't bear to see her son cry. Hoped to replace his drug addiction with alcohol addiction. Unexpectedly, this would only make his hallucinations worse. Unable to endure, he planned to hang himself. Fortunately, his mother found him in time and saved him. Waking up again in the hospital bed, Jersey said to the doctor, "Save me." Then he was sent to the rehabilitation center by the doctor. Then the opening scene happened. As soon as he came in, Jersey was shaved bald. When the drug cravings hit and became unbearable, he would take out his girlfriend's photo. This was his only spiritual support. At the beginning of training, he would fall to the ground and spit blood after running a few dozen meters. Gradually, he became more skillful in his work. When others were sleeping at night, he would quietly get up to do push-ups. When running, he would no longer fall down. He can continue to surpass others. A year has passed in the blink of an eye. Because his condition has recovered well, the administrator introduced him to a swimming pool job. That day the administrator found a photo of his girlfriend. According to the rules, coming here means no contact with any addicts. His girlfriend is still using drugs. This violates the rules here. Violating the rules will lead to a downgrade. Jersey was shaved bald to start again. After a while, he not only learned to swim at the swimming pool, doing push-ups is also easy. That day he exchanged items for a scrap bicycle. From then on he had another sport. Not only could he ride in the forest, but also swim in the outdoor pond. At this moment he seems to be reborn. That day he signed up for the second Polish Triathlon Championship. Swim 700 meters, run 5 kilometers, cycle 20 kilometers. When he ran to the finish line of the race, the staff had all gone home. Yet he laughed happily, because at this moment he finally broke through himself. Sometimes Jersey sees illusions in the mirror, seeing the former fallen self. He in the mirror hopes to return to the past. Jersey then angrily smashed the mirror. Once when he went home to visit relatives, an old drug friend came over. According to the detox center's rules, he cannot associate with any former addicts. He had to let his mom go down to see what happened. It turned out his girlfriend was seriously ill from drug use. Seeing his girlfriend on the sickbed, at this moment he felt deeply regretful, because all of his girlfriend's situation was caused by him. Now he has overcome his addiction, yet his girlfriend is lying in bed. As he prepared to leave, he saw a lovely little girl in the corridor. Before he could talk to the girl, his girlfriend's father Jersey wanted to know the girl's name, but the girlfriend's father said fiercely, "She is not your daughter," then quickly left with the girl. When Jersey returned to the rehab center, the staff asked if he wanted to confess something. Jersey was confused. "I just want to see my girlfriend, and she is already a vegetable." We didn't say a word, but the staff told him, "You can't trust yourself now, nor can you trust your emotions. If you want to stay here, shave your head and start over." This time, Jersey began to resist. His girlfriend's condition was already heartbreaking. Coming back here, he had to face punishment. He angrily left the detox center, wanted to visit his girlfriend's home, but saw the news of her death. Knocked on the door. No one was home. Returned to the previous club. It was already dilapidated and empty. He was the only one who succeeded in detoxifying and survived. In the evening, in the heavy rain, the manager found Jersey again. After thinking repeatedly, Jersey decided to return to the detox center. The manager questioned, "You can't even persist in giving up? What are you talking about detoxing? If you really want to detox, you must have a small goal." Jersey said, "I have always had a goal. Before, my mind was in a mess all day. Always wanted to reconcile with my girlfriend, but saw her critically ill that day. I saw our daughter. Everything changed." The administrator believed his words, but now Jersey's only request is, "Can I not shave my head anymore?" The administrator said, "Only Superman's willpower can quit drug addiction. You must be strong to be the best person. Tonight you can stay out. Give me an answer tomorrow morning." The next day Jersey shaved his head and returned to the detox center, and he actively sat on the ground. Seeing that he could do this, the administrator awarded him a medal. This means he has succeeded in the first step. Besides training at the swimming pool, he would also come to his girlfriend's grave. When seeing his father-in-law and daughter come, he would hurry to leave. Jersey also wanted to see his daughter, but he clearly knows it is not the time now. That day swimming in the pool, the triathlon club members saw him, feeling he looked very promising, so they started to train him seriously. Under the guidance of professionals, his swimming speed improved rapidly. His fitness also got a huge boost. That day he participated in the 12th cycling friendly match. As a result, he accidentally won the championship. Afterwards the coach asked him, why not try the American triathlon? Jersey suddenly had a new goal, so he began higher intensity training. After a period of training, Jersey found the director. The director thought he came to fight for his granddaughter's custody, so he warned him, "If you are here to see her, just step over my dead body. Even if I die, I will arrange to stop you from seeing her." Jersey knows he does not have this power now. He said, "When I am ready, I will fight for her and never give up." His main purpose this time is to hope the director helps to block the road, because participating in the U.S. triathlon must first break the official record to qualify. Unexpectedly, the whole process was very smooth. Jersey easily broke the European triathlon record. Everyone happily celebrated him. The organizer even issued him an invitation. The club not only prepared clothes for him, but also prepared round-trip funds for him. To achieve good results, he started day and night practice. Just when the competition was about to start, an accident happened. That night he was training on the road. Unfortunately, he collided head-on with an oncoming car. Then he was severely injured and taken to the hospital. The careless nurse didn't even look at his case, just added 2 milligrams of morphine to his medication. It's nothing for an ordinary person, but for someone who just detoxed successfully, This is no different than relapse. It means all previous efforts are wasted. Jersey shed desperate tears sadly. That night, his addiction relapsed. The painful feeling made him want to die. Just when he couldn't bear it, he turned his head and vaguely saw his daughter. Jersey slowly calmed down. After a while, although he successfully escaped from death, the doctor told him, there might still be hope to walk again in this life. But don't think about competing. Jersey became very depressed. That day, the director found him to talk. You've endured so much suffering before. This issue is not a problem. Before leaving, the director told him his daughter's name is Lilka. Just 3 simple words. It reignited Jersey's fighting spirit. He began rehabilitation training in the hallway. From stumbling after taking 2 steps, to barely walking with crutches, then jumping on one leg with crutches, finally able to run without crutches. After 9 months, he returned to his previous state. This made the coach very gratified. It meant he could participate in the American triathlon again. That day, the director suddenly found him. He did not want Jersey to participate in the triathlon, because every year someone dies suddenly in the competition. Besides, you just recovered from a serious injury. Being able to fully recover already proves everything. There is no need to compete to prove yourself again. I am getting older now. If you have another accident, who will take care of Lilka in the future? Jersey said, I have always been very nervous. I have always been trying to hold back. It's because I am very scared. If I relax for a second, all will be lost. If I want to overcome fear, this is my only choice. Actually, Jersey's health is not good. Just recovered body plus high-intensity training. He occasionally still has blood vomiting. Jersey does not care about all this. He must go to the competition to prove himself. However, that day the coach brought an unfortunate message. The organizer suddenly wants to hold a double Ironman triathlon. This means swimming 8 kilometers, cycling 360 kilometers, and running 84 kilometers. Facing double the risk, Jersey still decided to go without hesitation. At that time the doctor said I could walk and my life was good enough. Now I am doing it, aren't I? September 2, 1990. The U.S. Double Ironman Championship was held as scheduled. With the sound of the starter pistol, all the competitors rushed quickly into the sea, perhaps too nervous. Not long after the start, Jersey had a drowning situation. Rescue personnel pulled him onto the lifeboat. After adjusting his condition, he quickly jumped back into the water. A moment's delay made him 10 minutes behind others. When he got ashore, the people ahead had long disappeared. Next was the long-distance cycling. This was precisely Jersey's strong suit. He surged forward on the road, continuously overtaking one opponent after another. Soon he reached the final running stage. As he neared the finish line, only Jersey was left on the road. At this point, his strength was severely depleted. Both feet started to disobey. He felt pain in his feet a bit severe. Taking off his shoes he found the whole foot was already covered in blood. The coach poured a cup of water over, almost knocked Jersey unconscious with pain. He asked the coach for a small knife, directly cut off the front of the shoe. Wearing the shoes he continued forward. Walking suddenly the sky ahead darkened. In a daze he returned to familiar streets. Here not only his deceased friend exists, even the club members from before appeared. His girlfriend also came to ask him to stay, but he knew the girlfriend no longer existed. Shaking off the girlfriend continued walking forward, but encountered his former zombie-like self. The zombie also hoped he could stay, looking at his daughter and new girlfriend not far away. At this moment Jersey vigorously raised his fist. Suddenly, it brightened up again in front of him. At this time, Jersey had reached the finish line. Everyone around was continually cheering. Jersey accidentally fell to the ground. He crawled and rolled towards the finish. When Jersey saw his daughter and new girlfriend again, he got up from the ground. Finally, he walked smoothly towards the finish. The coach came over excitedly, hugged him and said, "You are now the world champion." Looking at the crowd celebrating for him, Jersey excitedly raised his arms and shouted. At this moment, he really did it. This film is based on true events. The end of the movie is a documentary of the story prototype. Swimming, cycling, running. In the end, he used a time of 24 hours, 47 minutes, and 46 seconds to achieve the world championship in the double-distance triathlon. When interviewed by reporters, he said, "I believe my victory can help many drug addicts in Poland, because I used to be an addict." The movie Breaking the Limits ends here. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting movies.